everybody. I'm Rich G.
And I'm BJ Flagg, and this is episode 358, Time Management Hacks for Busy Entrepreneurs. You guys are going to thank us and thank us again. We talk about these like in little tiny bursts,
Yeah.
but now we put it all into one podcast. So you're
Yeah.
gonna love it.
If it's one thing that entrepreneurs don't have enough of is time. So our to-do
Yes.
lists never end, and we need to find ways to manage our time effectively. And
Yeah.
BJ and I have been at this for a long time. So we've come up with little tips and tricks. So we found that when you manage your time effectively, it's critical to our success. And what's
Yeah.
funny is once you start executing some of these time management techniques, you get this relief and you can
Oh,
significantly reduce the stress of your daily tasks. And it leaves you more in control of not only your
yeah.
professional but personal life. So these are all great tips.
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to share six actionable tips. Not all of them are going to be applicable to you, but these are going to help you maximize your day. And then we've got two fantastic books to further your time management skills. I really kind of feel this is an area that if you got this worked out, so many other things would get worked out. So, Rich, kick us off.
Well, the first one is one that I recommend to all of my clients if they find that they're busy, busy, busy and they don't have enough time, is you need to use the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix was invented by Dwight Eisenhower in World War II, but many motivational speakers up until today have stolen it and said it's theirs. But it really isn't. It's
Right.
Dwight
No, it
Eisenhower's.
is.
That's why I call it and it's very simple. It's a
Mhm.
simple and powerful tool to help you prioritize your tasks based on two measures: how urgent it is and how important it is. That's it.
Mhm.
This
That's it.
isn't
Let's
rocket
go home.
science or anything. So what you do is you make four quadrants, like you make a cross on a piece of paper, and you divide your tasks into four categories because we are always running around with a task list of like 40 items. And so what
Right.
this does, this helps you break it up into quadrants. The first quadrant is what's urgent and important. These are the things that you do today. You literally take the things that are urgent and very important, and those are the things you do today. And I tell people plug them right into your calendar, so you make
Yep.
sure they're all done. The second quadrant is things that are important, but they're not that urgent. Okay, you need to schedule time in the future to do these. So it's not today, it's tomorrow, it's next week, but they're important, but they don't need to be done right now. And then the third quadrant is they're urgent, but they're not important. So these are things you might delegate to your staff. You might
Hmm.
delegate to vendors. You might delegate to technology. They're urgent, but they're not that important. And then finally, here's the quadrant that everybody
Oh,
loves. It's neither urgent nor important. I want you to eliminate these things. And you'll find on your list of 40, I promise you, at
oh
least
yeah.
10 to 15 of those items are not urgent and not important. But we tend
Right.
to fill our day with these things.
And I think when you're looking at each of these things, you need to be slightly brutal to do the prioritization. You know, there are some of these things that you want to do, but they are just not important. So
Yeah.
it takes you through a bit of categorizing your tasks and all that and not getting bogged down by your minor tasks. So let me take you to tip two. Use time blocking to structure your day. Now, time blocking involves dividing up your day into blocks dedicated to specific tasks and activities. This is something I do all the time. This method helps you kind of stay focused, and it reduces the likelihood of multitasking. That's what we're really trying to avoid here with the time blocking. You allocate your time for deep work at a time during the day when you will be so effective. And then you've got a time for meetings, and you've got a time to do your emails, and even when you need to take breaks, get the breaks in there. They help with everything else. And then by structuring your schedule, you can endure the important tasks. You can ensure that they get done, and
Yeah.
everything gets the attention. Am I right, Rich? It gets the attention you deserve.
You're absolutely right. Once you do the Eisenhower matrix, time blocking comes right in. Too often, we'll just have a calendar where it's like work or meetings or something. But when you time block and you're very specific about what you want to get done, you start filling up your day and you get things accomplished. If you don't time block, time just flies. You'll say, "Oh my God, it's 5 o'clock already. Oh my gosh, it's Friday already. Where did the time go?" And yeah,
Oh,
well, the
you're
time
so
you
right.
weren't structuring your time, you weren't measuring your time. So, time blocking and working with a calendar is imperative. Let's go on to tip number three: embrace the 2 minute rule. This is something that I teach my clients all the time. It was popularized by David Allen in his book, Getting Things Done.
Yeah.
If the task takes 2 minutes or less to complete, do it immediately. Like I have to, I'll let you in on. So I have to take out the garbage after we record this podcast.
Yes, this is a big part of his
That's a
day.
2 minute job. I'm just going to go do it. I'm not going to schedule it. I have a 2 minute rule works out really well with phone calls. Like when you have to call people back about something. And this is a great thing to do. You call them back and they're looking for a long conversation. You go, "Steve, I have 2 minutes. Can we deal with this now or we could talk about it tomorrow?" They go, we could talk in 2 minutes. And suddenly you got it done and it's done. So this rule helps you quickly tackle small tasks, irritants like I've got 10 voicemails. Go through them, call the people back as quickly as possible, and prevents them from piling up like all of your emails. How many people do you know that have like 200 emails in their inbox and they haven't gone through them? It leaves more time for significant projects. So the two
Yeah.
minute rule is great. BJ,
I
what do
have
you
a
have to say about the two
I
minute
have
rule?
a folder where people who help me in the office slip little things in there, and they all are 2 minute items. And I am telling you, that's the best thing. I open it up, I take a look, and I'm religious about I'll take care of however many for 2 minutes, and then I close it.
Yeah.
And I get to all of those things during a day. No problem. It's just you gotta not get absorbed into them.
Yeah, but the rule is it's 2 minutes. You need to be
Right.
able to do it. If it's more than that, you need to schedule it. So
Yeah.
just
It's
attack it.
such a great it is that was a great one. Tip four is delegate and outsource. That's right, delegate and celebrate. This is the best thing you can do as an entrepreneur. You must realize that you just cannot do everything by yourself. And the best part about delegating tasks to others is they can handle them. Outsource the activities that you're just not maybe your special gift, and then things you hate to do. This allows you to focus on the high value tasks that drive your business forward. Rich?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Too often as an entrepreneur, we feel that we have to do everything. And or we're afraid to delegate because that person might not do it as well as we do it. And
Oh,
what's funny
control
is,
issues.
yeah, what's funny is that they might do it better than you do it. Or they might do it differently, and you're like, "Oh my gosh." The best part about it is they're doing it and you don't have to.
Yeah. And just remember, effective delegation involves clear instructions and trusting your team.
Yeah.
So, and just let go and let it happen. And it does happen. It's the best thing that can ever be done.
Yeah.
There you go.
Too often when I work with my business clients, they're like, "Oh, I'm so busy. I just can't. Oh, I got." I said, "Delegate it to your staff." "Oh, I can't give it to them. They won't do it right." And I go, "Okay, number one, you don't know that. Number two, you need to teach them because I don't have time to teach them." And I go,
Uh,
"Yeah, you do." Well, so
now
then
we have
you're
to
going
go
to
to
keep
number
doing.
one again.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, tip five is set SMART goals. You've probably heard about this acronym 50 times, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Okay. And the reason why we're talking about SMART goals is they're going to help you clarify what you want to achieve. But it makes them realistic, it makes them measurable, it makes them specific, and most important, time bound. That's one of my most important ones that you're applying it to some kind of time calendar or something. BJ?
And Rich, you know that feeling you get when you do the Eisenhower method,
Yeah,
where you feel so empowered. Smart goals are that same type of thing, where just use this thing. It's created. Go ahead and use it. It's, a lot of people say, I don't want to have to do that. No, this could be one of the best things to track your progress and keep moving forward. It really is easy to incorporate.
it really is. With SMART goals, it empowers you and it boosts your confidence because you're actually getting things done. But what even better is running them through the SMART, focus. You realize that that goal's unreasonable or that goal is too broad. Like, oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay, that's not that's specific, but is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it relevant? Is it time bound? Suddenly you're finding, okay, I've got to change that goal. And it makes you feel more in charge of your tasks rather than just like pounding away at something and you're never reaching it. Suddenly you're reaching your goals. So break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. If you want to make $1 million, okay, break it into divide it by 12. Okay, so that's your monthly goal. Oh, divide
Right.
it by four. That's your weekly goal. Divide it by eight, or five, that's your daily goal, and eight, that's your hourly goal. Suddenly it becomes more relevant, more time bound, more achievable, more measurable. Do you see where I'm going here?
Yes.
Start slicing it down a little bit. So
And one of the best feelings doing that is realize the overwhelming feeling of, oh, I could do this.
yeah,
I could do this. And then you're off to the races. You're
I
off to the
got it
races.
done.
Does every one of your goals have to be like this? If you don't feel that, that
Yeah,
goal is actually still just a dream.
yeah,
Just saying. It's just a little bit. But tip six is take regular breaks to boost productivity. I talk about this all the time. We do this at the office. I remember somebody saying to us, why do they go? They just had lunch. Why are they going for a walk? And I'm thinking, because they're going to be they probably have a focus session coming up. They're going to be highly productive by going for that walk. You know, I always try to say to people, stop working nonstop. We had a great person who joined us, and he literally would come in, sit down, and try to work the entire day. And it caused such bad burnout, and the decrease in productivity was shocking.
yeah,
Once you incorporate those regular breaks into your schedule, you're just recharged and your mind and your body feel great. And the rejuvenation is just significant to boost your energy and your, levels of productivity. So I can't say enough about it. Techniques to consider: the Pomodoro method. That's something that I do. It involves working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. It helps you maintain your focus, your energy levels throughout the day. And I always say, if I can remember to drink water during that situation, I'm in business. I'm taking care of everything. But it's simple, it's effective, and it's a great way to improve your focus and your productivity.
Perfect, perfect. So our books that we have this week are, the first book is called Deep Work: Rules for Focused
Oh,
Success in a Distracted World. If that title doesn't get you, I don't know which one. It's by Cal Newport. This book
yeah,
emphasizes the importance of having deep work, focused, uninterrupted work sessions, and provides strategies for achieving it in a world full of distractions. Everybody, raise your hand if you're distracted during the day, all the time. Deep work refers to the focusing without distraction in a world full of distractions. It's a
yeah.
skill that allows one to quickly master complicated information and produce better results in less time. Cal's insights help you enhance your productivity and produce high quality work. This is a great book. If this resonates
Such a
with
good
you,
book.
run out and get it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, this book, a little bit, we've talked about it before. Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones, by James Clear. I I find that this book, the practical advice that it offers to form good habits and to break bad ones, is just so incredible. By understanding the science of the habits, you really create a routine, or that are effective in time management, and they have long-term success. And Rich, I know you have a number of clients who've been very successful with this.
Absolutely. This is a great book. It's been a bestseller for like 2 or 3 years now. It's
Yeah.
something that you really, if you're interested in this topic that we've had today, we don't want you to do all of these things. Pick one or two, but Atomic Habits is going to teach you to just pick one or two of these things and try them, because you're trying to change bad habits that you have
Yeah,
and manage your time more effectively. That's basically it.
exactly. And that's a wrap. If we'd like to invite you to share this episode on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, and TikTok with the hashtag the best small business show.
And thank you for tuning in. If this episode has been valuable to you, take advantage of future insights. Subscribe, follow, and share it with other budding entrepreneurs who could benefit from it. Your support helps us reach more people and make a more significant impact.
To learn more and to talk to our team, contact me, BJ Flag at newrenew.com, and for all your brand marketing needs, and find our podcast partner, Rich G, at richg.com. If you need a business coach, which you do, to help your business grow.
And thanks to our editor and producer, Richard Scalzo. Have an unbelievable week, and we'll catch you later.